The following day found Lady Constance no better than before. In fact, her condition had worsened overnight. Her face was flushed, her hair stuck to her reddened skin with the sheen of fine sweat, and she moaned and groaned and made such a performance one would have thought she was on the brink of death. Naturally, okay, good, that's actually capturing this time, you son of a biscuit.
And now, we invite you to relax, just pull up a chair.
Thank you for the host, really appreciated. Naturally, Lady Constance did not die because she wasn't dying, she was just being ridiculous. But do we know this for a fact? Do we know this for a fact? I'm going to keep that on, that preview up. I'm doing good. I just finished up Twitch scenes and am now playing this. But I had to reload because it turns out my screen wasn't actually capturing. Ugh, all these tech issues I have, I swear. And so it fell upon Lorena to walk to Ellesmere to purchase some medicine for Lady Constance's phantom aches and pains. Cool, it's actually working now. Yay, I fixed it. I'm so smart. Not really. If I was smart, it would just been working from the start. The bottle of cherry tincture was soon secured, and Lorena made her meandering way back to Bly. She'd been intent on her aimlessness, with no purpose other than wasting time, when she knew that familiar head of blonde hair. Who could mistake those showy curls? It was Emilie. Oh, Lorena, I didn't see you there. Yes, hello, Emilie. Emilie's irises flickered to the right, like a cornered lizard's might. For whatever reason, she didn't seem particularly happy to remake Lorena's acquaintance. Are you alright? Oh yes, I'm fine. I apologize if I made you worried the other day. I said a few things to Tawa I shouldn't have. I always seem to say too much. I wasn't worried. You only said all that because you care about her. Do you really believe that? Yes, so does Tawa. She does? I spoke to her about it yesterday, and she even seemed to be considering it. Selling the violin, I mean. Goodness. I've been harping on at Tawa to sell that old violin of hers for years now, and it's not just me. Sister has tried, and father when he was still here, and not roaming about in a dirty, uncivilized jungle. Is there a great deal of jungle in Zanzibar? Oh, I wouldn't know. Zanzibar doesn't concern me. I'm never going to go there. But don't your parents send you letters? They do, but I'd rather not think about such things. I can't stand it. All those insects and the dirt and the dust. Emilie shuddered, wrapping her arms around her middle. For a few moments, Lorena pondered asking Emilie how she would cope in London if the mere thought of dirt and dust made her squirm. She probably has an idealized, London is perfect and clean, but the city is a lot worse. Excuse me. But how are you doing, Sayin? If you're still about. Lorena had been raised in Liverpool, which was a fledgling city in comparison to London, but the dirt and grime that covered the streets was often several inches thick. Eventually, however, Lorena chose not to pass comment. She didn't want to destroy Emilie's fantasies. In any case, they weren't supposed to be talking about London or Zanzibar. How are you able to make Tawa reconsider? Did you cast some kind of spell on her? People call Tawa a witch, but maybe you're the true one with magical powers. Ooh, I wish. No, I'm most certainly not a witch. Are you editing a video you just recorded? Nice. Is it that Pokemon video you were talking about, or was this something else? I know you mentioned something in Discord, but I've kind of been tuned out for the past hour. An enchantress, then? Haven't you looked at me? I'd never be able to enchant anybody. Well, I wonder. Tawa seems very taken with you. I can tell how much she likes you. Do you mind? In all honesty, I think it's rather good for her. I worry about her, though it may seem impertinent of me being so much younger than she is. But though I'm young, I'm not stupid. I have to watch over my sister all the time, you see, so I'm accustomed to worrying about others. I think Theodora worries about you too. We worry about each other. That's the right way of things. It's how relationships should be. But if Tawa has begun to see sense about that violin of hers, she should make a decision sooner rather than later. Uploaded week 1 of a Pokemon Draft League and recorded week 7 of a different Draft League. Oh, cool. Okay, that's dope. I will not pretend to understand, but still cool. What do you mean? I had a discussion with my big sister last week, and we came to an agreement. As you are probably aware, I've wanted to move for quite some time. The last 2 or 3 years, in fact. As long as all that? Moving has been my dearest wish ever since I was 13 years of age. I've wanted to be a lady for a good deal longer. Emilie glanced up at the sky, rocking back and forth on the heels of her shoes. I fear I'll wither away if I die. Blah, blah, blah. I fear I'll... Oh my gosh, I can't do this. I fear I'll wither away and die if I remain here. I was never meant for village life. My grandfather and my parents and my sister spoiled me so, and I know it isn't their fault, but... Maybe all the fine clothes gave me aspirations I don't deserve. I feel like I don't belong here. I've never felt like I belonged here, and that feeling has only grown stronger and stronger as time passes by. I know we have our family business, but business would be far better in London. There are more customers, and our family's known well enough that we should be able to relocate with relative ease. I was talking to sister about it, and I think she agrees. She said I'd make a shrewd businesswoman someday. I think she was impressed by the amount of thought I had given it. Maybe that's why she started to reconsider. She could tell I was being serious, almost as serious as our parents are about their devotion to Zanzibar and the spreading of the Christian faith. Oof. Everyone gets 12 Pokemon, take turns. Pick a Pokemon. Oh, okay. I think I get it. And every week you gotta... Yeah, okay. Oh. Interesting. Fun. Then you don't mean... Indeed. I believe my sister and I may be moving soon. Perhaps as soon as next month. I'm gonna make a quick edit because I forgot to add this. There we go. Indeed, I believe my sister and I may be moving soon. Perhaps as soon as next month. It seems our parents have no intention of returning, and if they felt we were capable enough to be let on our own for 5 years, they should have no qualms about us letting them alone in return. Lorena held a hand to her breast, conflicted. On one hand, she was glad for the young girl, but at the same time, she felt like she might miss her. Why, though? It wasn't like she and Emilie were friends. She hardly knew her. Lorena could count the number of times they'd spoken on one hand. But that was irrelevant. It didn't alter the fact that, in this small and sleepy village where nothing much seems to happen, gears were shifting and things were changing. Change could be a frightening thing, but the determination about Emilie's face betrayed no hesitation. No fear or anxiety at all. You must have wanted to move for a long time. Emilie nodded. Yeah, she already explained this. She said for 2 to 3 years she wanted to move. Emilie nodded adroitly, her blonde curls bouncing. Then, I don't know what to say, but congratulations. I hope you do well. Thank you. Please, let Tawa know about this. If she wishes to sell that violin of hers, she should make her mind up quickly. Right, I'll tell her. She was probably one of our best customers, so she deserves to know. And, I hope you and Tawa are able to be happy together. Oh, you really like competitive battling? I'm not as much into it, but I can understand why people really like it, so. I let them do it, and I'll just watch. I hope you're able to make her happy. You really do care about Tawa, don't you? I can't help but care. I've known her ever since I was a little girl, though I used to be afraid of her. Whenever she came to our shop, I'd hide behind my sister's back. I was awfully shy back then. It's hard to imagine. I was always relying on my sister when I was little. She is a lot older than me, and I used to think she was reliable. Once upon a time. Emilie coughed elegantly into her hand. Tawa, meanwhile, was unsettling and peculiar. I'd never seen a woman like her before. I thought she was a witch. But, witch or not, she always greeted me politely. She gave me silly nicknames and laughed when I hid from her. Sometimes she gave me sweets. I don't know if I consider her a friend. We're too far apart in age, and she watched me grow up, but it's not yeah, it's true, it's not everyone's thing. I suppose she is something like a sister to me. I think she deserves to be happy, and you might be the only one who can make that happen. Emilie, Lorena blinked, suddenly overcome with emotion. She was almost tempted to give Emilie a hug. Do it! Do it! But that would probably be a poor idea. Boo! Lorena was too self-conscious, and Emilie was much too awkward and angular. It would be like embracing a cuttlefish. Rude! Still, Lorena wanted to show the young girl how much she appreciated her support. Nobody else would support Lorena. Ada, Lieselot, and Effie tried, in their own uniquely ineffectual ways, but none of them knew Tawa well enough to give Lorena any worthy advice. Freaking Jack. Wait, did I read this? Oh, yeah. But none of them knew. Yeah. But nice. Good job, Jack. But Emilie was different. Apparently Jack finished editing a video and he said, "You'll love it because there's a lot of jazz in it." I'm like, yes. Emilie had known Tawa for years. Her support was invaluable. I always mess up on reading. This is bad. You know, what? Are you getting sentimental? No, I wanted to thank you for... Ah, look, it's Miss Press. Miss Press? Ugh. Emilie, whose face had been rosy with smiles only seconds before, was now scowling. Her lips were pursed in a straight line, and her eyes were narrowed with undisguised hatred. Hatred that was directed at a trio of dirty-faced, ragged-clothed, ill-shod little boys who could not have been more than 10 or 11 years of age. Not you... Oh, wrong voice. Not you three again. Locust, Emilie could have dealt with, and the hailstone and fire, that was child's play. Little boys, however, were a different matter altogether. The 10th and last plague of Egypt had always been Emilie's favorite. That's right. Did you miss us? Lord, give me strength. Hey there, Miss Press. You're looking even pressier than usual today. Ooh, and look, she's with somebody. Who is it? Who is it? Thanks, Zayn. I appreciate the lurk, and you do good with what you're up to, whatever that may be. Looks like that new maid over at Bly. Wow, you weren't kidding. Her boobs are huge. Oh, gosh, I gotta remember her voice. Nope. Where did you learn a word like that? We're men of the world. I'm totally not giving them manly voices. It's continental. Miss Press, where'd you make such a pretty friend? Why don't you introduce me to her? Hey there. What's even going on? I don't know what I'm doing. One of the boys sidled up to Lorena, grinning mischievously. Do you want to go somewhere private, pretty lady? I'm making them sound like 2 or 3-year-olds, and they're probably like 10 or something. I'm very flattered, but... Hey, that sounds like a no. She said no, Aaron. She's not interested. Wow, these boys are smarter than I would give them credit for. That's right. My friend has no interest in you. She doesn't have the time to play with a group of dirty boys. Now move along, toddle off, get out of my sight. Hey, that's rude. Is that any way for a lady to talk? We should teach you a lesson. A lesson? What are you talking about, you ignorant little whelps? Why don't you scram? Get out of my sight. The ignorant little whelps did not scram, and neither did they get out of Emily's sight. At least, not immediately. First, one of the boys ran up to Emilie. Excuse me? Excuse me. What kind of angle is this? What? Why do we need this kind of... Do I need to censor this? Do I need to censor this? I think a boy flipped up her skirt, but it's not showing panties.
I think you're okay. Mainly because it's very, very white tights.
Okay. This is still just so rude. And why is this a cutscene? Japan's weird. Accurate. I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me, I'm allergic to sensual cutscenes. Kya! And flipped her skirt upwards. Emily's skirts, a veritable cornucopia of light pinks, piped with a delicate rosette pattern, billowed about her thighs, caught in a sudden breeze. The little boy laughed rancorously. So did his friends. The trio of miscreants sniggered together as one. Oh my. Lorena, meanwhile, could only stand and stare. While Emily's dress was pretty, her undergarments were every bit as fetching. Her drawers were real silk, and the lacing was exquisite. But not quite as exquisite as Emily's blushing face. What is with these perverts? Writing this... Why, you... Her face a dangerous shade of beet red. Emilie fought for control of her skirts. You. Emily's left eye twitched. Her face burned. I choose not to trust this. You awful, awful boys. What would your mothers think? How could you do such a thing to a lady? I'll hang and draw and quarter you and parade your innards about the town for everyone to see, you horrible beasts. Oh no, she looks serious. Miss Press is pissed. We should go. Okay. Oh no, you don't. Get back here at once. And she darts off. Slowly backs away. Lorena watched from afar, blinking as Emilie chased after the trio of dirty-faced little boys. Boy, you need to close the door. But streaming. Someone will be home. Okay. Provincial life was rather less dreary than Lorena had ever imagined. I'm gonna have to give her a really stupid sick voice, so give me a sec.
And what am I supposed to do with this?
I believe the bottle says you're supposed to drink it.
Well, I don't want it.
But you were the one who requested this medicine, weren't you?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Surely you must. You said you couldn't stand castor oil or cod liver and had to have something sweeter. Those words came out of your mouth.
You don't need to tell me that. I know what I said.
Then why don't you oops, excuse me. Then why don't you take your medicine? It should make you feel better.
And how do you know? You're not a doctor. You're just a maid.
I'm just reading what it says on the bottle.
Oh, yes. You and your reading. Why did you bother learning? You're not a scholar. You're not a scientist. You're just a maid.
And as your maid, I want you to take your medicine so you can get better.
Oh, really?
Lady Constance's eyes flashed dangerously.
That is funny. I didn't realize you were a clown. Maybe you would be better suited to work at Brighton Pier, entertaining the children at the Punch and Judy show.
What are you talking about? You shouldn't get yourself so worked up when you're ill.
Like you care. You don't give a stuff that I'm ill, or you, or any of the other maids. You knew I was sick, but you tricked me into eating that parlor maid's awful food, and I bet you thought it was so funny. You were probably laughing about it together. You act like you care because you have to, but that's as far as it goes.
Oh gosh, this makes my nose feel weird to do that. Lady Constance.
You hate me. All the maids hate me. You and Pauline and Isabel and Ada, even though she's so soft, she probably doesn't have it in her to kill a fly. She doesn't realize that she hates me, but I know she does. She trembles like a sick dog whenever she sees me. If she did hate me, she wouldn't be so afraid of me.
She's gonna try to make me feel bad again, but she's such a brat. Lady Constance sniffed and wrapped her arms around her knees. They made the covers jut around them like two small islands.
The parlor maid is the worst. She hates me more than the rest of you put together. She doesn't say it, but it's so obvious. When she looks at me, it feels like she's dissecting me. I can't stand it. I hate it. I hate all of it. The only person who cared about me most was Adrian, but Mother sent her away. Now I don't have any allies. Well, if you all hate me, then I'll hate you too.
Oh, my nose. But Lady Constance... Lorena's tone shifted. It was softer, gentler. Lady Constance deserved that much. Though Lorena hated the girl, the fact that Lady Constance knew she was hated made her seem more pitiable than ever before. In any event, the girl was not so very old. She was only 12. Just a child. Mary had been unmanageable when she was that age too. That was right. Lorena would pretend she was Mary. I know I might be overstepping my boundaries, but surely it should not come as a surprise that the other maids dislike you.
You don't deny it.
I won't deny it because it's true. I can't deny the truth. The other servants try. Oh, wait, this is Constance.
The other servants try. So does Mother. So does Father. Whenever he is around, which isn't very often, they tell me I'm loved. It's a lie.
But don't you see? It's hard to love a girl when she acts so difficult.
Difficult?
Yes, you must know you're difficult. You always insult the servants. You make us do impossible tasks. You scold us for every little thing. And you never, ever, ever remember to say please or thank you.
And why should I thank you?
Because it's the polite thing to do.
You forget your place. You're a servant. I shouldn't thank you for doing your job. Should I thank the sun for shining or the flowers for blooming?
I mean, you could. The sun and the flowers don't have feelings. Servants do, or human beings just like you. I know you don't like her, but Tawa is a human being too.
A novel idea.
Well,
Well, tell me this, Lori. Even if I did say please and thank you and acted like the perfect little girl, would you like me? Would you honestly like me?
I... Hey, Kane, welcome back. Yeah, it's, I don't know. They gave her big boobs. Yeah.
No, don't answer. I already know the truth. I don't think you would. In fact,
Oh wait, it's the visual novel. Continue. Yes, this is the visual novel.
I can say with certainty, you still wouldn't like me at all.
Why do you say that?
Because I'm rich and you're not. That's reason enough for most people to hate each other. Even if I was a perfect angel, you'd still dislike me because I have all this.
Lady Constance gestured about her bedroom, with its 4-poster bed and expensive carpets.
And you sleep in the attic. How could you like me under these circumstances? It's not possible. It isn't, because if I were you, I would hate me too.
Lady Constance.
But how do you think I feel? I'm sick and tired. You maids hate me. The parlor maid particularly hates me. Daddy's always away on business, and I'm not allowed to play with the children in the village.
Poverty promotes breast growth, apparently. Apparently!
Even if I was allowed, they never want to play with me. I don't have any friends or allies. Not a single one. Not since Miss Adria was sent away. I have dolls, but I'm too old for them. They can't talk to me.
Well, Lorena bowed her head. She knew she was fighting a losing battle, but she couldn't stop herself from trying. If she didn't try, she'd never forgive herself. She was still upset about the ruckus Lady Constance had caused yesterday over the porridge, but as Lorena's mother would have said, there was no sense crying over spilt milk. Or spilt milk and oats. I know I'm a lot older than you, and we got off on the wrong foot, but maybe, if I'm not being too forward, maybe I could be your friend?
You? My friend?
That's right. I could, if you want. Lady Constance paused. She seemed to consider the idea for a few moments before... She smirked. It wasn't a pleasant expression. In fact, it was incredibly disagreeable.
You must think I'm stupid. We can't be friends. It's not possible. I know you're trying to play the Good Samaritan, but I don't want your pity.
I'm not...
Don't lie to me. I don't want to hear it. I already told you. I'm sick of it.
She seriously needs some support. Seriously, like, that's a lot of baggage. But
You're lying again. I know you don't like me, no matter what you say. You're just like Amy. You feel sorry for me, so you're offering to be my friend out of pity. But that isn't the same as liking me. Nobody likes me.
You can't prove that.
I can.
How?
If you liked me, you wouldn't recoil if I did this.
And so saying, Lady Constance leaned forward. What? 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 That came out of left fucking field? What?